Hey, it's Biddy Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm getting back on schedule and I think it feels pretty good. I think. I'll see how I feel later today. But at the risk of driving you all completely crazy, I'm making 5 more simple journals. And I'm doing The Wizard of Oz. Now, here's the good news. I was hanging out with my friend last night, chatting on the phone, and while we were chatting, I was cutting. So I already have a bunch of stuff cut up. I'm completely prepped and ready to go for these. Um, Glinda the Good Witch. I just love Dorothy and Toto. And these guys, and these, and these, and this, and this, and this. No, I'm set. I'm ready to go for this. So that's what, I just have to press on. I know y'all might be tired of seeing me make these simple journals, but I think, and I hope, that it's good to see someone take one concept and keep turning it out for different themes. That's what I hope anyway. So I've got my scraps and I've got my papers already done too. The only thing we need to work on are covers, and I've already got my pockets made. Like, I'm so ready for this. Look at this. I'm ready to go. Before we get into it, I want to say one thing. When you're looking at the printables that people, you know, print out and use, the thing that makes the most difference is paper. These are from the same kit. These 2 sheets of paper. This blue should look like this. This is on photo paper. This is not. So that makes the biggest difference. So if your paper is coming out, when you print it, it's coming out like this, like it looks kind of faded and maybe a little more yellow than what it looks like on your screen. Maybe the colors aren't as crisp as they look on your screen. It's probably your paper. That's just what I'm going to say. Now, also in the print settings, I set this to photo on matte photo paper, because that's what this is matte photo paper. So your settings could also make a difference. If you're just doing draft printing, you're going to get really rough looking pages. These were not printed draft. These were printed photo on plain paper, because that's what it is. It's just plain paper. Now, I'm not mad at it. I can work with this. I don't mind that it's a little faded. I think it kind of adds interest. And for me, because I printed all of the pages like this, except for my centerfold pages, I printed like this, then, to me, it's okay. But I did want to point that out, because a lot of times people might think, oh, I don't have as good of a printer as Biddy Penny. My printer costs $125. It's not like the top of the line, but it is an EcoTank. I spend about $35 in ink a year, and y'all can tell how much I print. I print all the time. So it's like a killer deal of a printer. I've had it for 3 years. I use it weekly, at least 3 days a week. I'm printing. I mean, I can't recommend it enough, but your paper makes a huge difference. Okay, I have this on my desk because I want it for some covers. So let me pick out a couple of pages and say good morning to some lovely people. Miss Jennifer's here, and Vicki and Jackie. Good morning. How are y'all? I'm gonna be putting these on the cover. Oh, I kind of like that one. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna do Franken covers or if I'm gonna do just plain paper. I keep thinking I want to do Franken covers, but if I do that, then I have to charge more because it just takes more time. And these are my quick and fast and low cost journals is what I'm trying to make right now. So I don't know. I don't know, that won't work. I was thinking this green would be interesting. So I thought, well, if I just pick some pretty papers, then maybe I can fight the urge to Franken paper it up. I kind of like that one as a cover. It's different. It's very different. Let's see. Could always change my mind later. This is this the Mariposa? I believe it is, by Park Lane. Mariposa. I love this paper pad. Park Lane is the Joann Fabrics brand. I kind of like that too. I like that one. For whatever reason, I'm liking the busier prints for this. Okay, so I have I'm making 5 journals. One of these is going to be a gift. Let's see, I had another one. There it is. It's like I knew I had one already. So now we've got 4. We need one more sheet of paper. Flip back through. Also, real quick, I'll show you, last night I usually don't craft at night at all. Like I leave my room in the morning and I don't come back to it until the next day. But last night I got to come back to it. My family was busy doing other things, and so it freed me up. And I finished my Christmas journal, so I'll show you those real quick. I really like this for whatever reason, so let's do this one. Okay, so now we have 5 covers picked out. Let me show you the Christmas journals that I made yesterday in my live, in case you missed it. This is how they came out. I decided to just do Santa on all of them. I was gonna do the red flowers, but to be honest, I had already done the red flowers on this one, and I didn't want to get confused because this one is just kind of a generic, real basic nature one. And I didn't want to get all confused, so I just did Santa. And Santa is always good at like craft fairs and stuff, but each Santa has a different sentiment. So this says happiest holiday, holiday cheer, home for the holidays. May you never be too old to search the skies on Christmas Eve and filled with joy. So they do at least have a different kind of title on each cover. But I went through and I used my Dreams Etc. already pre-cut die pieces. I added one pretty much to the front covers. I added some tags. I'm trying to think of what else I did to these. I added some leftover strips of paper. Oh, I closed up the envelopes with this 1-inch strip that I had cut off. And I opened this side of them. That way they can really be used. The way they were in there, this was just, I thought, going to be too tight. And then the other thing I did was I just glued the back envelope flap to the page in the book. I didn't feel like going through, but you could make that another page, but I opted not to. And again, just added a strip, so not too much. Added a little bit of ephemera to each one, couple of tags, things like that. So This one got the label at the front, and I think there's another die cut somewhere else in it. They all vary, you know, slightly. Oh yeah, there's this die cut. So, and then this one's here. So yeah, I finished these. These are done. So now those are complete. So now I'm up to 15 journals done. And this simple formula. And today, when we're done with these Oz, Wizard of Oz ones, I'll have 20 journals that I've made using this simple formula. Okay. So I think what I am going to do is just do, obviously, because we already picked it, I'm going to do the patterned paper covers. Every cover will have a different piece of patterned paper, but they will all have these Oz images on them. And then I'm going to back them with the tea-dyed cardstock. So let me grab 5 sheets of that. This one's a little rough. There we go. I'm just using up all that tea-dyed cardstock. Hey, Shay, how are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm making Wizard of Oz journals today. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just fold this in half. Okay, and I had already scored this one as well, and now I'm just going to glue these together, and this is the cover. I'm tempted to sew them, but then you guys would have to sit through all that, so we'll go no sew today. I'm very excited to have. One thing I'm loving about this simple journal format is that I wanted to do some Christmas journals. I wanted to do Christmas in July. I've been wanting to make these Wizard of Oz journals. It's like I want to do a lot of things, but I don't always have time for all the things, and then I don't end up doing them. And now, because I have this simple formula, I'm getting to do all the things. So for me personally, that's very exciting. Okay, we have a journal cover. It is just that easy. Now, I have to cut these down. That one I had cut down last night when I was trying to decide. I also cleaned up the huge mess I made in my craft room yesterday. I'm doing great. I'm glad you're doing good too. Okay. Let me just trim these up. So this needs to be 8.5. I have a lot of these strips and I'm real glad about it. I'm not mad about it at all. Okay, and by 11. These are also wonderful too. If I cut the 8.5 first and then I do the 1-inch strip, what I like about that is then I have a 3.5 by 12, and then I have an 8.5 by 1-inch strip, which is perfect for decorating like the side of a page or something. So that's the way I like to do those, and then I'll score it at 5.5. You love the Wizard of Oz? Yeah, I think these will be real popular at the craft fair too. I agree. I try to pick themes that I feel like get people excited, but here's the thing. I really need to learn how to make journals that are not in a theme. I feel like that's kind of a little bit of a weakness for me. I tend to really lean on themes. So I do need to work on that a bit. I need some that aren't in a real distinctive theme. Okay, so what I did is I just cut 1/2 inch off each side instead of cutting a whole inch off and throwing off the graphics. So I just evened it out and cut 1/2 inch off each side, in case y'all was wondering. I like it mixed with these Mariposa papers too, because I feel like it's a little unexpected. And for whatever reason, I'm just really liking this busy patterns for this one. Now, because I'm not putting cards in these, I mean, we could. There's no reason why you couldn't. We could. But I think I'll try to do my holes a little bit separated on these. So if I want to, I can slip pages in between. But I think it's already going to have enough pages, really. Okay. My mom really loves Wizard of Oz. I have a friend who's really into it. So I imagine my mom is going to want one of these. And I'm already going to send one to my friend that's really into it. So I was telling myself last night, I probably should make more than 5 Wizard of Oz, but that's just what I'm set up to make. Okay. I want to tell you where I got these digitals, and let me show you and tell you that I'm trying to be prepared for y'all this morning. So it's not just completely random. It's usually just completely random. Okay, so digitals. Let me get to them. Okay, these digitals that look like book pages, and they look like junk journal kits. These come from Heart to Heart Digital on Etsy. There's no place like home. It's true. That's where the craft room is. So I printed just 3 of these. I kind of picked all the ones that had like a pair of shoes and flowers. I don't know why. It's just what I did. Okay, and then these are all from that same kit. And this is how it can print on the right kind of paper, photo paper. So I loved the lion. I am content in knowing I'm as brave as any beast that ever lived, if not braver. I just love that lion and the flowers. So pretty. Okay, there's lots of others I could have chosen, but I did just choose 1 lion, 3 Dorothy, because I think that's going to be what most people want. And then I did 1 Follow the Yellow Brick Road with the 4 of them there, because I thought this was just lovely. I'm a big yellow fan, but yeah, I thought that was lovely. So those are my centerpieces, but those are all from the same company. Those are from Heart to Heart Digital, and that's that Wizard of Oz. Okay, now, the other digitals that I have are from a different company, these here, and there's like 20 or 30 graphics that you get, and I created a file, resized them, and kind of created my own ephemera using these. So all of these came from a different company. I thought the two went really well together. There's a lot of different Wizard of Oz inspired kits out there, but I thought these two were complemented each other the most. Okay, these came from the Heart to Heart with the pages, these right here. Okay, all of that came from them. I have a bunch of the Emerald City, but this all came from Rose Pixel Studio, and these are individual graphics that you kind of make your own thing with them. But I just put mine over in a Word document, sized them to go into one page, and a way that I could cut them out easily and quickly and kind of make my own ephemera plus cover piece. Okay, so that's where everything came from. The digitals from the Heart to Heart digital, they do have different things like the little diamonds with the images, cut aparts. There's a lot of different kits in that one shop. It's very Wizard of Oz in that shop. So you can find lots of things in there. I think I just bought 2 kits from them. The main kit that has all the pages has all the ephemera. I found that really I could have just gotten that one kit. Okay, so that's that. Here's my cover. Let's make these other 4 covers. This will go super fast. Hey TR, how you doing? Good morning. It's so wonderful seeing you. Rhonda Lane, good morning. I hope it's not too maddening to see me work on the same project so much. I was telling everyone I'm sticking to these simple journals right now, and hopefully it inspires you. If you find a design, if you figure something out that you like, just take it and make it in different themes like I've done. So when I'm done with this live today, I'll have 20 of these journals. I'll have 5 beach theme, 5 Christmas, 5 nature, and 5 Wizard of Oz. So yeah, I guess you could say I'm running with it as far as finding a design I like and using it. But I think you can apply that to card making and just anything that you make. You don't have to make something different every time you sit down. If you find something you like, keep going. Just change the paper you're working with. Change the theme that you're working on. If you find a favorite, you know, sheet load or whatever, remake it. I think these are just perfect for what I want to use them for. I just have no doubt in my mind that these will do well at the craft fair, and I'm enjoying the process of making them, which above all is what it's all about, is the joy of crafting and creating. So it's a win-win. My covers are this this cardstock from Joann's, the Mariposa, and tea-dyed cardstock. So it's doubled cardstock, which will be plenty thick enough for these journals. There we go. 2 more to go. Grab a baby wipe. Check in here. Jenny Ellis, how are you? It's so good to see you again. I hope you're doing well and crafting a lot. Are you still making cards? I'm still a card maker, by the way. I just switch up between card making and junk journaling. I even have a scrapbook mini album and filled up scrapbook that you guys will be seeing soon. You know, just whatever. I just play with paper. Just give me some paper and glue. That's basically where it's at for me. I am using a lot of glue, but these are the covers. So there's that. Hi, Nima. How are you, dear? Good morning. Good morning. Where are you at, Nima? What state or country are you in? With your cup of tea, chilling with you all. Well, that just sounds delightful, tea. Miss TR. Oh, TR, there's some yellow in this. There's some yellow coming up. I'm going to fold it this way, I think. Oh, cool. West Palm Beach. I'm going to Neptune. I bet you were all like, yeah, you may already be there, Bitty Penny. No, Neptune, Florida, which I think is by you, in November. I'll be in your area. I keep wanting to do like a Florida meetup because so many lovely crafters are there, and I think it would be a fun thing to add to our vacation. But we have a friend getting married in Neptune, and so we will be down there in your neck of the woods, me and my crew. I'm so glad you're here, Jeannie. Do you still have a channel? Are you still doing a channel? You guys, Jeannie and I go way back. She's, Jeannie, you were on Tailored Expressions team, weren't you? When Monica had a team years and years ago. It was the first team I ever joined, design team. I need to look up Monica. I know she moved to an adorable cabin and is doing her thing, which I love her thing. I need to look her up. Okay, so now, see, I like this busy picture on this busy pattern. I don't know why, it just really works for me. I like it. And then we may put something else down here, but I don't have anything printed. I don't have anything like planned necessarily. I did make that card where I had fussy cut these guys out and put them, but I don't want to fussy cut. Right now, I don't want to fussy cut these 5 times, but I may end up doing that before it's all said and done. I just probably won't do that on camera. But I feel confident putting these up here because I can always do something else. I can always add more. So let's go ahead and glue those down. Oh, it's 4 hours? Oh, I thought it was right there. Shows what I know. I thought they were close to each other. Well, I guess it's still closer to your neck of the woods than normal since I'm in Texas. Oh. I just traveled 3 hours each way to see Sabrina at Scrappy Tales when she was in Houston. It's a 3-hour drive from our house. It could have been a shorter drive, but because of everything going on in Houston, there was still, we went through Conroe and there were still a lot of traffic lights out and there was some damage. So it took a little longer to get through that area. I hate to cover up those butterflies, but I kind of have to if I'm sticking to, I want to stick to a pattern, so I'm going to have to do it. I don't love covering up the flower and the butterflies, but whatever, it's okay. You know what I'm thinking I might do is outline these pieces with like Nuvo drops or something, like a glittery one. Put a little Nuvo drops around the edges of them. That might be really pretty. Okay, I'm not going to call our covers done. Our covers are started, is what I'll say. Good morning, Cordelia. How you doing? Don't mind me as I make 5 more simple journals this morning. It's going to be the, I'm not even going to say it. I was going to say it'll be the last 5. It'll be the last 5 that I show you guys for a while. I promise I'll work on something different after this, at least for at least this week. But yeah. Okay, so these are my center pages. I want these to be my first pages. And then I don't think I even put any tea dye in this group. I should probably add some tea dye. So we've got our pages. Okay, check, check, check. Then these, I've got my pockets. I think these are all the pockets. Yeah. My pocket pages are next. That's what all of these are, which actually are the very first page. And then these are just random sheets. I smashed some paper pads last night when I was cutting up. This was a Stampin' Up! Paper pad from forever ago. And I could just never bring myself to use it because I loved it so much, but I'm doing it. I've used it up. There's nothing left. So each journal will also get 2 pieces of patterned paper. So these journals are going to be really quite busy and fun, and that's why I didn't feel like I really needed to add tea-dyed paper this time. Okay, so let's get this going. I'm gonna put, I think this will be pretty with this one. So we're gonna do the pocket page first. Then, let me get these out of the way. Somewhere over the rainbow. And there will be some white pages, which will be nice because people will know what to do with a white page. And then we'll put in a mushroom. Some of them, I did cut the mushrooms slightly shorter than the other pages, but not much. And then we'll do this page. And then we'll do another patterned paper page. And another hot air balloon. And then finally the center page. Follow the yellow brick road. So there it is. These kind of stick out a bit. I'm probably going to end up trimming that off. Sometimes it doesn't bother me. Actually, it kind of doesn't bother me for this one. I just have to decide if I need to trim that or not. We'll see. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. And I'm gonna go ahead and clip it together. Y'all like these? Yay! Okay. As a channel, as a content creator, you feel, I don't know, we can get caught in a trap of feeling like we always have to show you something new. But I don't know, I guess even I feel that way, even though really my channel is about sharing my crafty journey with you guys. So this is my crafty journey. I'm making a bunch of simple journals right now. So even I have to get out of my head about it a little bit and be like, well, it is what it is. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm up to. This is what is going on in my craft room right now. Okay, let's put this green one in here. I'm going to separate these since this is a single-sided paper. I think actually most of these are single-sided. Ooh, that one has some color. Okay. Just to kind of break up the white. That one there. I'm going to have to do it eventually anyways, aren't I? You could always stencil on white pages if you want to. Again, this is a writing journal. And when I'm at a craft fair, most people don't know anything about a junk journal, but they love the journals. I always sell them. I'm not worried about that at all. But leaving them more white pages is not a bad thing. And keeping things simple really kind of works. So there's that one. Next one. This poor cover. Oh well. If it really bothers me, I can come add die cuts of flowers or something, you know. It'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Neptune is by St. Augustine? Oh. Oh, really? Oh, I thought Neptune was... Deidre's here. Hey, Deidre. Hey, girl. Hey. I thought it was down south. Oh, now I'm wondering if I'm really going to Neptune. I don't know where I'm going, obviously. Let's put this one here. And then this one. We'll put this one here. Oops, grab two of that one. All right. And before you clip it in, you do want to just make sure, you'll see me check it many times, that my pages are all in really well, close to the spine. Okay, next. Two more, you guys. Okay. Loving the mushroom paper. Me too. Good morning, Paula Rice. Oh, it's almost impossible for me to use that paper because I love it so much. It's a really old Stampin' Up! One, like really old. But, you know, got to use it. I just keep things forever. I'll find another mushroom paper one day. Look at that lion. TR, our yellow pages are coming up, girl. this one, and then this next one has the yellow brick road image. Aren't they pretty? So pretty. So, so pretty. Okay, last one. I like these succulents too. Real different. Not necessarily Wizard of Oz, but whatever. It's fine. They're pretty. I kind of switched the order of those pages, but it's fine. Nobody's going to notice or care. I do line things up as I go. See how I lined up this page because I cut it shorter. I cut it shorter on both sides. I made it a 5-inch and folded over 2 inches and made it shorter at the top and the bottom because I like peekaboos in my pages. Make sure everything's upright. But I kind of, when I'm doing this, I get everything situated at once. It's all one process. Okay, last page. We're doing the simple 2-hole stitch. Oh, I guess we already did the yellow brick road one. Okay. All right, we have 5 journals. Let's grab some thread. I kind of want yellow. I don't know if I have yellow. Let me look. Let me look and see. Love the journals. The Wizard of Oz papers are so cute. Aren't they wonderful? I don't have yellow. Okay, that's fine. I think I'll just use brown. And then I can come back in and I may add lace or ribbon around them anyways. So it's quite all right. Deidre, I'm gonna have to tell you when I do the craft fair so you can come hang out with me if you want. Deidre's local, so she could come hang out. I'll bring a chair for you so you can sit, stay a while. I don't know the dates yet. My mom is so into community that I'm like thinking I need to find a craft fair one day, and 2 hours later she's like, hey, I found this craft fair for you. Like, oh, perfect. I was just thinking I needed a new craft fair to try out. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do my holes. Now I'm only gonna do one. Y'all know yesterday I punched all my holes in all 5 journals, but I'm only gonna do this one. I'm definitely gonna do 3 lengths because the holes are further apart. I'm only going to do one because I want to make sure that it's just as secure with only 2 holes spread further apart. These other journals I've been making, the other 15, the holes are closer together. So I just want to make sure that we're still good. So this is a test. If I need to throw a hole, then I'll just poke it right there in the middle and everything will be fine. But I do want to test this out. What I have been doing is going through the holes twice. see how this goes. Still, my thread may be a little shorter than what I want. Okay, let me take this off and fling this thing around. Oh yeah, it's fine. There's no wiggle. What you want to make sure you're doing when you're sewing a journal together is that your signature, your pages, don't shift up and down in your cover. And these are nice and tight. This you always want to make sure that this is nice and tight. This is totally, this 2-hole stitch is totally working for me. And with them further apart like this, then if I want to, let me find, I can come in and add things. So let's say, you know, and that means somebody else can come in and add things. So if I wanted to add this card, which kind of makes it a little bit like a flow journal. If I don't put that center hole in there and do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch and I just do the 2, then it's kind of fun because you can add things and take things in and out of the journal. I like that little card in there. Maybe I'll just leave it. Okay, so that's going to work for me. Bye, TR. Have an awesome day. So good to see you. I hope you enjoyed your tea. Good morning, Rebecca. Anyone that I missed? Everyone who's quietly watching. Hello, hello. Cordelia. Oh, good, Deidre. Well, I promise I'll let you know. I have got to make it to the Crafty Pals, and I think I figured out, because you were saying you and Emily were both saying I think that you couldn't find the group on Facebook. Well, I think I have to take you to an event first, and then they have to know that you're friends of somebody, and then you can join the group. I think that's how it works. I thought about that more, and I can confirm with Letty because she knows. And then the 4 of us, really, Emily, you, and Letty, and I can all get together and craft together. That's my favorite thing, you know, is doing a crop, getting together and crafting. But hanging out at a craft fair would be a close second. Okay. There we go. All the holes are poked. Yay. That's done. Y'all are probably like, great. We get to watch her sew again. I know. I probably did all the fun things last night when the camera was off, but I wasn't sure if I was going to show y'all these journals in the making or just like after it was done. I'm not being real precise because I kind of don't mind if there's extra. And now I don't have to keep measuring it that way. Once I get one I think is kind of long enough, just do it this way. Hi, Jackie. Good morning. Hey, Missy. Hey, Beth. Everybody's coming in. You're booked until August. I understand. I'm taking, oh, you're going on a cruise to Alaska Thursday. Nice. My mother and father-in-law have done the Alaskan cruise, and they really enjoyed it. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm so happy for you. Girl, go chill out in that cooler air. Although this summer has been so much better than last summer. Last summer, y'all, it was 106 every day. I felt like the forecast was broken. It's like every single day, 106, 106. Feels like 130. Oh, I just got to where I was like, is it 4,000 degrees outside? Yeah, I'm not going. Plus, I got that nasty virus last summer, which made it really hard for me to breathe. And then add that with heat and humidity, and I would almost pass out. For like a solid month, going outside was risky for me. It's a bad combination. Oh, this string is so much better. This length of string. Okay, I need to loosen her up a little bit over here because I want a little slightly longer. Okay. Better, but not perfect. A little more. Now I know to give myself more length. Don't want to pull. You don't want to pull on your string too much, and like stretch the hole that it goes through, because it's paper. It'll tear. It'll stretch, and you don't want that. I think that should be good. I didn't get to look up the surgeon's knot yesterday that Marty was trying to explain to me, but I need to. I want to look that up. I'm open to learning new knots for my journals. Well, get ready for work, Cordelia. Have a super awesome day. There's this dude on Instagram. It's hilarious. He's like a motivational guy, but he's also like an old hippie. And he'll be like, all right, have a super awesome day and stuff. Like, he's so monotone and funny. Oh my goodness. It's hilarious. So I'm going to leave that string longer this time. Learning my lesson, I'm using a longer thread than I've used on the first 15 journals. So that's why I'm having to make adjustments, even after having made 15 of these things. Sometimes feels like there's a little bit of trickery getting it lined up, even though it should be perfectly lined up. This is one of those times. I'm just gonna make my hole bigger. There we go. That should fix it. Fixed. Problem solved. Okay, keeping that string nice and long, moving it out of my way, and pushing my needle up below it here so that I don't split it. There we go. Same thing on this side. Split my thread a little bit. Let me see. It's fine. It's good. Ooh, I like having these longer threads for tying knots. That's for sure. Okay, 2 more to go, y'all. Then we might do a little bit, whoa, that's my awl. I don't want to step on that later. Let me grab that. Danger in the craft room if you step on that. Okay. Anyways, after I get these last 2 stitched together, then we'll probably make a little ephemera real quick like. We'll throw it in these journals and I'll say goodbye. And then I promise tomorrow we'll probably do, we'll catch up on junk journaling, junk journal July. Hold on, do I have, how many have I done? I think I cut an extra thread. That's fine, I'll use it. It's no big deal. I must have been on autopilot. Okay. But tomorrow, yeah, we'll catch up on Junk Journal July, make some jelly print postcards, and maybe some cards. Some regular cards. I'm going to see if these work. These are from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to see if they help me pull things through. Are you supposed to use one? Oh, those don't work. I mean, they probably work fine, but not for this purpose. I usually use pliers, but I don't, all of my pliers are gone out of my craft room. I need some hot pink pliers or something. Some that just scream craft room. I'm sure they make them. And I may be, it may not even be anybody else but me. I may be the one that's misplacing them. But at least if they're hot pink, I'll be like, oh, I need to put those back in the craft room. The pliers I have had are like, you know, standard issue, black, boring pliers, so I never know if they go in my craft room or in the toolbox. So if they're bright pink, I'll know. Okay. Perfect. One more. Look at all you patient people. Aren't they amazing, Beth? I love them. So if you're looking for this Wizard of Oz kit, it's from Heart to Heart Digital. The pages are from Heart to Heart Digital. The ephemera, some of the ephemera is from them and some of it's from Rose Pixel Studio. So those are the 2 places on Etsy where I got these kits. But these are from Heart to Heart. And she has a ton of Oz stuff. So if you like Wizard of Oz, it's definitely worth checking out. It's not like my favorite. I'm a Mary Poppins girl personally. But I know lots of people love it. Lots of people I know love it even. So when I was thinking of craft fair themes, and the movie's coming out sometime, I don't know when. So I figured it was a good theme to pick. I may have pulled that thread a little hard up there, but it'll be fine. Okay, last one, guys. Made it through all the stitching. I'm so proud of you. I knew I was going to make it through because this is what I do. But you had to watch me do it. Okay. I know that can't be the most exciting thing to watch, but maybe if you watch me do it over and over and over again, then it feels less intimidating for those who are just getting started. That's what I hope. Okie doke. We made 5 journals. I'm up to 20 of these simple journals. You could put these cards in. I think I have 5 of these, which is kind of perfect. Just slip it right between those 2 threads there. There we go. That one has one. I think this bottom one has one. I know one of these. Yep, that one. Okay, so let's put some in these. It's good. I get to use up these little cards. Let's put this one over here. Now, I didn't measure when I was poking my holes in here. Again, this is going through because I made a 2-hole stitch instead of 3. If I put that 3rd hole in there, it would not go through. Perfect. I had exactly 5 of these. They're blank on the inside. They got a little something on the outside. They're from 2002. Art in Motion. Catherine White, the designer. Okay. Oh, let's put this one here. I mean, they're not exactly Wizard of Oz, but it looks like home, right? There's no place like home. Okay, one more. Right there. Just add a little something, something. All right. So those 5 are done. Let's flip through one. This cover is really quite thick. And this I need to go through and glue all my pocket pages together, make them actual pockets. I'll just do it for this one right now. Okay, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, The Awesome Mushrooms. It's the lion. This one has even plenty of writing space, in my opinion. Now, somebody was asking me how much I was going to charge for these. Yes, to Mary Poppins. Yeah, if I, you know, people always like to ask if you could have any superpower, what would it be? At least in my household, that's a thing. Mary Poppins. If I could have any superpower, I would have Mary Poppins superpower. Okay, so let's make ephemera, because that'll be something different. I have all of these scraps that are awesome. Tons of 1-inch pieces, 1 by 12, and then all of these 3.5 by, these are 3.5 by 12. Should have 5 of those. Just have a couple sticking together. There we go. I've got 5 of those, and then I have a lot of these other ones too. So, I mean, just paper on paper on paper. These are the perfect kind of scraps to have, really. I might keep this and put it in one of my journals so that, because I don't have any more of that paper. That way I get a little bit of that paper. Okay. So now, what I can do is do some real simple ephemera with these. I could come on and put some of these little like journaling cards and mat them on this paper. Like we can fit 4 journaling cards on that one strip of paper. That would be a cute like slimline card design. But that's not what we're doing right now. Ooh, do we like it on the yellow more? Or the pink? I think the pink, ooh, I don't know. I think I like it on the yellow. Let's do yellow. Yellow's kind of fun. So, what I'm going to do, don't worry, there's more of these, so we can glue it on the pink if everybody ended up liking the pink. I know, Mary Poppins is practically perfect in every way. Have y'all seen Saving Mr. Banks? If you love Mary Poppins, like, I recommend that movie with Tom Hanks. It is so good. Oh, yay. Y'all are saying yes, yellow. That's what I was feeling. Try to space them out a little bit. Yeah, Saving Mr. Banks is really, really wonderful story about, if you haven't seen it, I won't spoil any of it, but it's about how much Walt Disney loved, well, his daughters loved the books, the Mary Poppins books. And so he promised them he would make a Mary Poppins movie, but it took him like 25 years to get the author, which I'm blanking on her name right now, to agree to it. So, ooh, this looks good on this paper. I'll get you, my pretty. I should have more of these. Okay, yeah. It's like, I know there were 8. Anyway, so it's about their relationship and the things, the lengths that Walt Disney had to go through to get the rights to make a movie, make the Mary Poppins movie, the original one. Yeah, it's really good. I just saw it for the first time this summer. I know it's been out a while. I didn't know that's what it was about. I was never really paying attention, I guess. I was too busy crafting. I didn't know it was about that. So I slept on it, and now I've seen it twice. I watched it with my mom and my daughter, and then I had to watch it with my hubby and my daughter again, because I was like, oh my goodness, this is so good. Hey Kim, good morning. I'm not doing anything new. I'm making simple journals again, but I promise my next video will not be this. But I couldn't help myself. Now I have 20 simple journals. Bye, babe. I love you. And so today's are Wizard of Oz. Just to catch you up on what I'm working on. Late to the party. It's okay. You're in Alaska. You should be sleeping, Kim. Okay. Now, I didn't like line these up perfectly, but I think it's going to work out I was just eyeballing it, but I think it's going to work out just fine. Basically just wanted to take these smaller pieces of ephemera and make them larger. So there are those. Let's do these. I'm going to show you other ways that I finished my Christmas journals yesterday using my scraps. So I just printed these. I didn't change the scale of them at all. These are the size that they print from the file. think this one needs a little bit off of it. A little more centered. I'm not too worried about it. Okay. So we just backed those on scraps. If you're following along and kind of making these, you're going to have roughly the same kind of scraps I have. I need to print one more of these because I think I want to make these, I either want to put them in the front cover or I want to make them cards because I do like to put cards in my journals, like little A2 cards. But I was thinking they would make a nice front cover piece too. I like to follow the yellow brick road the best. I only have 2 of them. I'll have to print more. But I do think I'll put that in the front of each cover. So, yeah, Kim, we've just made 5 Wizard of Oz journals. Okay, and then see these little pieces we'll just tuck into the pockets. I have more ephemera that we can do similar things. These I'm not sure about because I might end up fussy cutting these out and putting them up here like my Wizard of Oz card. I'm looking for the card. Nope, that's not the card. Well, anyways, I don't know where that card is. I made a Wizard of Oz card for Craft Roulette, and I fussy cut them out and put them in front of the circle. I may do that. I may not. I may end up putting them somewhere in the journal. I might mat them the way that I did these other ones and just make them a journaling card. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those just yet, so I'm going to put them off to the side. But we still have these other pieces. We have the Emerald City, which could go and decorate a page. Bye. So we'll just pop the Emerald City up there. And then these strips, I can use all of these up pretty quick in these 5 journals and break the white page that way. So we'll put this one here. So even though, you know, it looks like I have a ton of scraps left over, you can find ways to use those up in these journals. And if you're not making them for a craft fair like I am, you could decorate these all day long. You could add pockets and flips and all kinds of things. But my goal is to make a fast, simple journal that I can sell for probably $10. And someone can have a little mini junk journal. It has over 24 pages, though, of journaling space. I mean, it might be hard. Some people may not see it that way because they may not want to cover that up, which I get. But they can write here. They can add pictures, you know, to some of these pages. This one has a bit more detail than the others that I made. The other ones I made are definitely more simple and have more writing space. I'll show you the difference. I'll grab one of the first ones that I made. But yeah, these strips will get used up real quick. I won't have to worry about like a wait, like how will I use them? Oh, we will use them. This one journal's using quite a few of them. These longer strips you can cut down into 1-inch strips if you were to run out. look, I've taken this one concept of a simple journal and I've made 20 journals, y'all. Here they are. And 4 themes, 5 of each. So we have the natural kind of nature journals, which are the least thematic, but they have the most writing space. So they have the same pocket. I still need to come in and add more things to this. These have more tea-dyed paper and like plain writing paper. I took scraps and just made like a little, you know, top decoration there, banner kind of decoration. These are just coloring pages that I bought at a thrift store, deconstructed coloring book that was already, didn't have a cover, so and then, you know, see, I just added like little strips of decoration here and there. Now these don't have any ephemera in the pockets yet, so I do have to come back and add that, but I have like the nature kind of version that have more writing space, simple colors, real neutral, real vintage. So I've got 5 of those. I've got 5 beach versions, which I showed y'all yesterday. These are the only ones that I haven't made on camera. They're pretty much done. Super fun. I think they are delightful. Really love these. So again, the 1-inch strips, very, very helpful in decorating. So there are the beach ones. I still have, that's the thing, is I could keep decorating these all day long, but if I do that, I'm gonna wanna charge more because there's more time in them. And then we have the 5 Christmas that we made yesterday together. I've already shown these. And these have the vintage Christmas cards. That's Aunt Adele's. I have her memorized now. So that's her card. Not my aunt, somebody else's. And so I've got 5 Christmas. And now we have 5 Wizard of Oz. So I guess you could say I'm hooked on making simple journals. You guys have seen me use this formula now over and over again, apply it to different themes. So anytime you see a video and you're like, oh, I like that idea, but I don't really like Wizard of Oz, or I don't like the beach theme, just know that you can make it with anything, you know. Missy, I'm so glad you asked about that. Okay, so here it is. I checked on it last night. The now I took it light spraying it, but I sprayed a good amount. The only one that showed up was, it wasn't Frosty Mint, it was Wonderland. The Wonderland is the only one that shows. The other one that I sprayed on it was the blue Spritz, the Uncharted Mariner. It's not showing. Now, what's cool is I did spray it right here. So it is showing right there. So and it's like, if I turn it, let me see if I can get it in the right light for y'all. If I turn it, it is the dark spots. It's right here and here, but I can't really see it. Now, if I had sprayed it just on white, I think it would be, of course, more noticeable. Let me move all my precious things out of the way, even my precious scraps. I don't want to spray any of this stuff. That would be so sad. But yeah, I'll go through and finish up these off camera. All the pieces, get all the pieces. There we go. So Tim had explained the difference between these two. The difference between his newly released Distress Spritz, and the mica stains is that the Spritz is a clear base, which we can see here. That the mica is more opaque, it's more saturated, and this is more transparent basically. But I was curious how it would work with wet. I was curious if it would rub off if I applied it when it was wet to the gel medium. And I was wondering how it would affect the napkin. That was one reason why I tested this, and it's beautiful. I do like it because it doesn't come off at all. Like it's on there. And it didn't affect the stick of the napkin. This part's not stuck down because it's just the edge, you know, but here there's no problem. So I definitely recommend it if you're wanting to try. If the mica releasing, that's something that actually kind of bothers me sometimes, to be completely honest, and why you don't see me use it a ton is because I don't like it when mica comes off on my hands. And so it does lock it in. The gel medium did lock it in, but this more transparent one didn't show up on the same color. So I thought this Uncharted Mariner and this blue napkin were pretty close to being the same color, and I was wondering if it would show up. It shows up if I turn it in the light, but otherwise it doesn't. Let me show you real quick. So this is a transparent, more of a transparent mica. And I know they're not the same color, but it'll do for today's purposes. The mica stain is opaque. It's more opaque. So it did perform better. Those 3 splotches are that color. And this color got lost in here. So that's the results. But what I was curious about is how it would dry with the gel medium, and I like it. I like it a lot. And I love both sprays. They both have really cool qualities. So yeah, glad you asked. Yeah, just a little product testing. Because this gel medium right here, let me tell you, it's amazing for a couple of reasons. 1, I love the texture. 2, it's very permanent. 3, if you have like sticker books, I am so back and forth with sticker books because I don't love the glossiness of stickers. And this gel medium would knock that back so much, and that's what I'm just now realizing. This is the first one, the Dina Wakley is the only one that I can say does this that I've tested. Others may do it, but I just haven't tested them. But it makes everything more mattified, more matte, instead of glossy. So I'll bring Santa back out. So I used this medium with Santa yesterday, and he's very matte. There is nothing shiny about him at all. So I think that this would be so good if you want to use stickers from like a sticker book. Let me grab the kind of sticker book I'm talking about. So I bought this book last year, and I bought it for the Marguerite Miller Collage Weekly Prompts, which I'm going to get back to. I haven't forgotten completely or abandoned it. This one is not so bad. This one is actually pretty matte, and so therefore I've used more of it. You can tell I go to this one because it doesn't have that shininess to it. I like a matte sticker like this. Other sticker books have, and other stickers have this sheen that I do not like. I mean, I have used this one, but I do not like that sheen. This, I think, would knock that sheen back because it gives a matte finish. So I think I might be more inclined to use this book and other shiny sticker books like this if I top it with the Dina Wakley Media Gel Medium. So I did want to share that with y'all because that was a realization that I had yesterday. But yeah, both of the sticker books are cool. I just, I don't like the shininess of this one. I like that this one's matte finish. Some people wouldn't care about that at all, but I happen to care. And I can't get over it. Some things you just get over, like I got over my repulsion for fussy cutting years ago, but I haven't gotten over shiny stickers yet. Just putting things back. I got something in the mail yesterday. I got this in the mail. So, I am not ready for fall. Not even close, but this does make me feel a little more ready. Like, I do really like the stamp set. It's the July Unity Stamp Co. Kit of the Month. They don't send this to me. I purchased this with my own money. So, yeah, I mean, it's super cute. That squirrel is adorable, and we all know that I chase squirrels all day long. So I'm not mad at it. I'm just not really ready for fall. I'm always a sucker for these kinds of stamps that look like a bouquet. I don't know what it is. I like the trees. I like the stamp set. I really do. I'm just not really ready to start crafting for fall yet. All the stamps are nice and big. I mean, that squirrel is like the size of the palm of my hand. I really like this big piece right here too. This is 6 inch, almost 6 inches. It's about 5.5. 5.5 by 2.25. That's a good size. And this bouquet down here that I like so much is about 4 inches by almost 4 inches. Good size. And then the little acorns, and I love that the acorns stamp solid. And the leaves, so you just stamp it up in a colored ink that you want. You don't have to color these little bitty images. I really like that a lot. A little something to squirrel away. Go nuts. Good things come to those who wait. This is hard to read. You'll find the true value of moments in the meaning they leave behind. You'll find the true value of moments in the meaning they leave behind. Oh, that's interesting. I was just struggling to read it. You deserve every happy moment that comes your way. Someday it is going to make sense and time to recharge. Oh, every year you get a little more nuts. Oh yeah, that's true. So super cute. This kit, she's spendy, I will say, but I do love it. I don't know how long I'll subscribe. I was telling myself maybe I should try to get on their design team. They usually come with like a little bit of paper. Not, this is what they tend to come with. Like this month, a little bit of twine, a few sheets of decorative paper, a big tag, and then this is 2 like A2 card bases is what they came with. I want to say with shipping and everything, it's around $44, which isn't bad. It's a huge Look, it's 8.5 by 11, the stamp set. It's a huge stamp set, and the stamps are always a good size. They're some of my favorites. I was looking to see if I had last month's still out, but I think I've filed it away already. But it was the one with the girl at the beach and the fisherman. I made that fishing card with it, and it had the waves. That was last month's. But yeah, I do really like them. And actually, if this kit doesn't speak to you, they do have different kits. This is just the one that I wanted. So they do have different ones. I used to want to subscribe to this back in 2017. They've been doing this a long time. And I just never did. I just never subscribed. They kind of got out of view for me, and they've come back in view very, very strongly because I think they really, the style of stamps that they release really just speak to me because I love the images. I love how they're illustrated. I love the size. I like red rubber. So it just makes sense. It's all making sense. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll go, but this is my 3rd month of receiving the kits, and I've been very, very happy. And you do get a discount towards other things in the shop when you're a kit member. So there's different perks that they do give. You can buy past kits for $35, and boy, do they have a bunch of amazing past kits. So there it is. That's what we did today. I promised something different for tomorrow, but I hope you enjoyed it. I felt like you guys would be missing out if I made a bunch of Wizard of Oz journals without you. So you got to be there for it. I will work on these on my own time and come back and share them later. Again, I might put like Nuvo drops around here. I may come back and fussy cut these guys out and put them up on the cover. Or I might find a Wizard of Oz title in the kit to put here and just label them Wizard of Oz. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. The covers to me are always the last detail. I might even pull out some of my book plates and just put like journal there or something. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm going to give myself time to decide. But I am going to finish them. And that squirrel is so cute. I know. The trees are nice. And they're small. The trees would be good for like scene building. If you, sorry guys, y'all are like, golly, I thought she was going to finally let us go. But they would be really good for like scene building. So you get 3 trees, 3 acorns, 3 leaves, 3 different versions, you know. And the sentiments are much larger in the kits. You know, I was struggling to read them here because they shrink it down so much. But this image is really this big. So they're probably 50% larger at least than what you see on the front cover. So the sentiments are a nice, good size. I love that they put so many sentiments in the kit. I like so many things about it, really, you guys. I really do. So that's that. That's my live for today. I really am gonna go and let you guys go. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you're gonna make a simple journal now. We've made 20 of them. You can do it. You can do it. And they're fun, and they're just the right size to have a fun journal, fill it up, and then move on. I like small journals because I get to fill it up and start another one. All right, love you guys. Y'all have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye.